Hello comrades, as you can see I have this new beautiful hat here. Before I start the video I want to give shout out to my friend and mutual YouTuber, Argent. He has purchased for me this PLA officer hat. It is quite beautiful and I think it fits me well. I love it, comrade. Thank you very much. That was a very, very good Christmas present. Now, to the subject of this video, I will review the first episode of Chinese Communist Enemy about Dear Leader Karl Marx. Episode 1 of Leader. It was very boring. That is my first takeaway, number one takeaway. That was a boring ass show. I mean, it was 20 minutes. You know, whatever. It's 20 minutes. Who cares? This is 20 minutes. You know, I just slowly waste my life watching garbage like that. I guess. I mean, it's what the weebs do. I mean, you know, I could be a weeb. I guess. I waste 20 minutes of my life watching that anime here, that anime there. Anyway, I made a list of my thoughts when I made it, because it's late at night and my brain is melting. Anyway, to start off with, what is this obsession? They made another movie about young Marx, to a live-action movie. I watched the trailer before I watched the later episode 1. I don't understand what is the dramatizing. Zin did it too, with Marx and Solo, with the whole, like, Marx being yeah, but that's kind of funny. Zin's, like, play. I just don't understand the whole thing of, like, making Marx into this dramatic character. I like if you just make propaganda better, or show a leader who succeeded with a state. So, Chinese Communist Party made a Mao cartoon and showed Chinese Civil War in their own version of history with the Great Leap Forward and everything. That would be good. Or if they just stopped at the Civil War and they didn't want to talk about the Great Leap Forward, you know, the Cultural Revolution, if they just skipped that, or they skipped the things they don't want to talk about, Deng Xiaoping, I think that would be better because, let's face it, I mean, certain parts of Marx's life are interesting, right? His interactions with Bakunin and Stirner, I think that would be very interesting if they showed that. I don't see any reason for the Chinese to put that in there. It doesn't really affect them, it doesn't teach Chinese ideology, but it would be kind of interesting. I think they would put Bakunin over Stirner, because Bakunin being part of the First International and all that, and them wrestling in real life. So I expect a little bit more that Bakunin will be there. It did explain Kantian philosophy, which is pretty strange to me. But overall, it's a weird choice to pick Marx as a target of your drama. And I'm not saying parts of his life aren't that interesting. I think that his ideology and his theories are much more interesting than Marx the person. And then there's a lot of focus on the romance between Jenny and Marx. And Jenny did love Marx, and I think Marx did love Jenny. But you have to remember that romance isn't going to end well because Marx did cheat on his wife, or at least widely believed that he did cheat on his wife. So when I watch all these romantic scenes, especially in the first episode, the first, 10, 12 minutes or so before Marx goes off to college, are pretty devoted to Jenny and Marx. And thinking about Marx cheating on her and having a child with their maid is kind of, it's hard to get connected to it, because I know down the line what is going to happen. Let's go a little bit further. When this show has 3D, it's like 2.5D. When it's 3D and there's a shot and they're moving in these, there's 3D shit. The 3D looks horrible. The character designs, or the designs of the actor or the characters. Yeah, it's animated. It's fucking actors. Okay. Their designs in 2D are good, pretty detailed, good for an anime. It's this 3D is awful, awful movements. Okay, the intro to the anime, the intro, comrades, is pretty good. It's okay. I mean, it's no, you know, Cruel Angel's thesis, but it'll do. The extra, holy fucking shit, the end credits song. They start doing the Internationale and my heart gets pumping, oh baby! And they put the rap in the Internationale. What kind of fucking dinguses are you, comrades? You Chinese dinguses, why did you do that to beautiful Internationale? Fuck you! It's straight up garbage, the end credits. Straight up fucking total shit. Why did you put Chinese fucking rap in the Internationale? It's straight up hot garbage, okay? I mean, that's all. Nothing really happens. The first half is about Jenny and Marx. I mean, they wanted to appeal to women, so they have the whole romance angle. I mean, it's about a guy. They didn't really lead a state, right? So if you're talking about him as a person, I mean, your marriage is pretty important to most people. So it's going to have that because you're going to make content anyway. I understand that too. And then the second half is about him in college, and you meet all these people that I don't think are going to be very important later. There's some establishment of class conflict there, with Marx being a middle class child of a merchant, and them being aristocrats, landed aristocrats, and there being some kind of conflict, and them spitting on him and calling him country bucking, and you know, all that kind of stuff. So that's cool, I guess. Something that's very interesting is that it does talk a bit about Kant, and then it ends with Marx discovering he's a Hegelian. That is interesting how much they did talk about Hegel in it. Now, you're not going to be able to explain Hegel to anybody in 5 fucking minutes. And I mean, I forget it after I fucking read it after 5 fucking minutes. But I do appreciate that. So I think down the line, it will talk about Marxist theory, which I find interesting, especially how the current Chinese state interprets Marxist theories. That will be interesting in the content of an anime. That is pretty interesting how China will put Marxist theory in the content of an anime. That's something I do look forward to with these. I've heard the second episode is much better. It looked like maybe it did cover the revolutions in 1848. That will be an interesting part. If they do have him with the Buchanan, that will be an interesting part as well. Overall, I'm not that excited about episode 2 because it doesn't seem to be that interesting. The first episode, to be blunt, didn't impress me very much. It's pretty boring. Anyway, I'm sure you guys appreciate this video. I haven't made, a flag video in my face and everything. My face. This is my real face! This is my real face. If I took off this mask, it would hurt a great deal, let me tell you, comrade. Anyway, I haven't done this whole thing. I did all the video shit, and I stream with Arjun. And I figured if I talk about this, it'd be good content. But I don't know if it's good content, comrade. It is a pretty boring show. Anyway, as they say, hey, Nazbol!